My name is Ramon Struck, and in this video I will like to show you what I've been doing in my ICT class over this semester. Firstly, I would like to say that this video is recorded with Screencast-O-Matic, which is a free tool that allows you to record videos of 15 minutes maximum. Also, the presentation that you can see here is made with Genially. That is an app that I discovered in this semester and I really like it. So let's start. Okay, the first thing that we had to do was creating a learning diary. For this, I decided to use Blogger because it's a completely free tool and it's really easy to work with. So I really recommend it. And after thinking a long time, I decided to call it Let's Rock the Bilingualism, because I really like that name. Okay, here you can see my learning diary, where I reflect all the things that I have learned and all my thoughts and the work that I have been doing. Okay, let's continue with the presentation. Okay, the next step was creating an avatar. It has been my first time with an avatar. I've never done it before, and I think that it's really interesting, mostly for kids, because it can help them to preserve their identity, because they can use the avatar instead of their pictures. To create my avatar, I decided to use Voki. That is it has a free account. You can create a free account and has a lot of interesting features. Free account, but you can also have a pay and have the premium account with more things. A good thing of Voki is that you can make your avatar to move and speak. As you can see here, my avatar can move, and if I press play, it also will speak. And you can insert the text that you want him to say. So I really recommend Voki to create avatars. Okay. The next activities were about respecting the authorship. I think this topic is really interesting and important, because in the internet we all think that the content that we can find and we can use, it's always free, and we never say who is the author, and we should say this. For this exists Creative Commons for the people who want to share their work without without wanting to want money. And with Creative Commons you can say how you want to share your work. For example, for not economic causes, or if you want to only share it or copying it. So it's really interesting. Other thing that we had to do is to create a clear lesson with a Creative Commons image. For this, you can see here some of the pictures that I used in my clear lesson. It was about mammals, and the authors and the Creative Commons that they decided to give them to their work. Okay, the next task was about content curation and dissemination. I decided to create a Pell tree where to do a compilation of some interesting educational resources. If you go to my Pell tree here, sorry that it's a little bit moved, you can see all some educational resources that I found in the internet, and I think they're very useful for teaching. Also, we had to create a Twitter account, although I had one, but it was not really professional, so I decided to create another one. This is my Twitter account, where I have been reflecting a lot of the knowledge that I've been learning, and the learning process of some activities like the recording of a video that I will show you later. Okay. After this, we had to create a slideshow about some content that we can use in our classes. I decided to create it about the tectonic plates, because I think it's a really interesting topic and it's in the curriculum of primary education. And I decided to create it with Genially. I think Genially is the most interesting feature that I have discovered in this semester because it's really useful, and we are all in our education life. We are gonna be using a lot of slideshows. So, and I think that this application is way more interesting than, for example, PowerPoint. So I think that this is a really cool idea, and it's completely free. So that's a really a great thing. And you can see that I really like it because I also use this app to create this presentation of the video. Okay, after this we had to create a comic, a mind map, and an infographic. The first thing, the comic that I created is about a school and the first day of a student. You can see it here. The comic that I created. I created with a storyboard app. There's a free app and it's really easy to use it. I had some trouble with the size of the text, but I really enjoyed doing it. I think it's really fun to create it. The only issue that this webpage have is that for the free account you have a maximum of 6 vignettes for your comic. So if you want to do a longer comic, you will need to get the premium version or look in other apps. Okay, after I created a mind map. You can see it here. This is the mind map that I created. It's about the Roman Empire, about history. And I think that this app is interesting, but only for really young kids. I will not recommend it for older students because it's really simple and you don't have a lot of features. So this is probably the worst app that I have been using this semester. I will not recommend it at all. I think that there are other more interesting. And for the infographic that I created, it's about protecting the environment, which I think that it's a really important topic nowadays. And I created this with a web page called Easily. It's really easy to use, and it's free. Everything that I've done here, it's free. So, and it has a lot of cool templates that you can use to create it. So again, I really recommend it. Sorry, I forget to say that the mind map, I used a web page called Kogalit. So, but as I said, I really didn't like it that much. Okay, let's continue. After this, I created a history radio podcast. I created a podcast with Audacity. Audacity is a free program that it's a little bit tricky to use, but after a while, when you get used to it, it's pretty easy. And I decided to create a history radio podcast to say welcome to my students. After this, I uploaded to SoundCloud, which it's a free app. But the thing is that if only for the free version, you have only a few minutes to record, which is a bad thing if you want to record longer podcast. But again, I really recommend it because it's pretty easy. You can also create playlists about the content that you like, that you find and you like it, and that is free. Okay. The next thing that I would like to show you is the video that me and my teammates have created. The first thing that we had to do is to create a storyboard. Here you have it. I think it's pretty interesting. Here we had the script and everything, the material that we needed. and some images that we created. And after that, we created the video that we created. We did it with a chroma, which was my first time with that, and I really had a lot of fun doing it and acting, as you can see me here. And it was really fun to work with my teammates. They did an awesome job. The only problem that I had was editing the video, because that was a little bit challenging because I've never done it before. But after that, I think that the outcome was pretty nice. Well, then I attended a webinar. It was about the INTEF and about online learning and digital education competence. It's about the digital competence and how the INTEF has created a portfolio to prove our digital competence. Also, this webinar was given by my ICT teacher, Maria Jesus Garcia San Martin, and I really found it really interesting. And this, as you can see here, these are some courses that the INTEF provides completely free, and it comes from EduPills that are really short activities from 3 to 7 minutes that you can work on, to Spoken INTEF that are longer activities that you can do it at your time. And MOOC-INTEF and NOC-INTEF are other type of activities that you have a short some time to make it, but they are always available in the internet, in the webpage of INTEF. The good thing about these activities is that it can help you to provide proofs that your digital competence. And I think that it's really interesting because the digital competence is getting more important and relevant in nowadays teaching. And then Twinma, this was about sharing a story. I decided I upload my history. It was about my experience living in abroad, and I really like this app because it's really nice to think that someone is gonna hear you in every place of the world. And this was possible thanks to Flipgrid. That is an app that I really like it because it's really secure, and you can create a grid and then use a code that is given to you to share it with other people, and only the people who has that code will be able to use it and to access to your videos. So for a class, I think that it's really, really interesting to use it. Okay, that's all. I had a really good time in my ICT class. I've learned a lot, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for your attention, and see you in the next one.